Level 1. Basic Ninja Weapons. Every shinobi journey starts here with the most fundamental tools of the trade. Kunai, shuriken, senbon, explosive tags, and ninja wire. These weapons have existed since the dawn of the ninja era, and they're still used by everyone from academy students to veteran Kage. That alone proves their timeless value. What makes these weapons special is their simplicity and adaptability. A kunai can stab, slash, deflect, or even serve as a projectile when infused with chakra. A single shuriken, thrown with precision and speed, can disrupt an enemy's jutsu. Ninja wire can set traps or restrain opponents mid-battle. It's not about the weapon's power, it's about how skillfully it's used. Forged from ordinary steel and easily available in every village, these tools don't rely on bloodlines or secret techniques. Instead, they teach control, awareness, and instinct, the true foundations of shinobi combat. Even the most legendary ninja, from Kakashi to Itachi, still carried them into battle. Basic ninja weapons are the heart of practicality. No glowing aura, no mythical curse, just sharp, efficient tools that never fail when used right. Before mastering any legendary blade or chakra weapon, a ninja must first master these humble tools that define survival itself. Level 2. Doping. In the ninja world, where strategy is everything, there's a special kind of weapon that isn't really a weapon at all, more like a power-up tool. These are special drugs, either in pill or liquid form, that temporarily boost your body and fighting abilities. They don't deal damage directly, but they totally give the user a short burst of insane strength or speed. A super famous example is Choji Akamichi and his clan's secret 3-colored pills. The first pill, green, boosts his chakra levels, making his body-based jutsu way more powerful. The second pill, yellow, speeds up his movement and reflexes, turning Choji from a slow tank into a surprisingly fast fighter. The third one, red, burns up all of his chakra and unlocks the terrifying butterfly mode, giving him crazy power, but also almost completely draining his life force. The Akamichi pills are clan secrets, only a few selected members ever get to use them, but there are also more common types out there. For example, the military rations pill is a standard one. It helps ninja keep fighting longer, especially during long missions or when there's no time to rest. But yeah, once the effect wears off, the user is usually totally exhausted. Then there's the hero water from the hidden waterfall village, way more rare and super risky. Just one sip can make a ninja 10 times stronger. Sounds amazing, right? But the catch? It seriously shortens your life, and it literally might kill you. That's why a ninja like Suyin had to straight up steal it, because power like that doesn't come free. Most of the time, ninja doping works by pushing the body way past its natural limits. These drugs force the body to produce more chakra than it normally can, but at the same time, they also burn through the user's life energy, kind of like a form of self-destruction from the inside. In battle, doping is usually a last resort. It's the kind of move you make when there's literally no other option left. There's also a wild example from Orochimaru's playbook, the Mind Awakening pill. This pill speeds up the evolution of the Cursed Seal, unlocking its level 2 form. Sounds cool, right? But here's the dark twist. It also increases the rate of seal infection, which can totally kill the user in just a few minutes. To survive it, the person has to be sealed inside the 4 Black Fogs formation, which puts them in a fake death state, so their body can slowly adapt to the power without actually dying permanently. But not all pills are that extreme. Some are actually much safer and meant to support recovery. For example, the blood increasing pill helps the body make more blood faster, so if a ninja loses a lot of blood in battle, this pill can help refill it and let them keep fighting without passing out. So, yeah, these things aren't really weapons in the classic sense. They're more like battle support tools, but considering how they can totally change the course of a fight, they definitely deserve a spot on this list. Level 3, Signature Weapons. At this stage, weapons stop being tools and become extensions of the ninja themselves, a reflection of identity, skill, and mastery. These aren't just weapons, they're symbols of who the user is. Take Asuma's chakra blades, for example. They were built to perfectly channel wind release, extending their reach and cutting power with surgical precision. Or Mineto's Flying Thunder, God Kunai, not just a throwing weapon, but the core of his teleportation technique. He didn't just move fast, he controlled the battlefield. Signature weapons are unique because of chakra compatibility. They only reach full potential in the hands of their rightful wielder. Give Haiden's Scythe or Tamari's Giant Fan to anyone else, and it's just dead weight. But with their true owners, these weapons redefine combat its self-amplifying power, enabling new techniques and turning ordinary ninja into legends. Level 4. Mechanical Weapons. Now we enter the era where pure engineering meets chakra mastery, mechanical weapons. These tools change the definition of combat forever, allowing a single ninja to control entire armies without ever stepping into danger. The best example? The puppet masters of Tsunagakure, who turned puppetry into a terrifying form of art and warfare. Unlike signature weapons that enhance your fighting style, mechanical weapons build a whole ecosystem around the user. A puppet master isn't just one fighter, they're a commander. Sasori could control 100 puppets at once, overwhelming nations by himself. Each puppet acts as a fully armed unit, capable of offense, defense, and deception. Kankuro's Karasu alone could disguise itself as a human, release poison gas, detach limbs for sneak attacks, and rain kunai from hidden compartments. Multiply that by 3 puppets, and you have a battlefield nightmare. The beauty of these weapons lies in distance and safety. But there's a price. Concentration. One slip in chakra control, and every puppet drops lifeless. The ceiling for mechanical weapons is insane. Sasori turned himself into a puppet, embedding over 300 weapons in his own body. It's not just a fighting style anymore, it's a mechanical evolution of what a shinobi can become. Level 5, Legacy Weapons. Now, we've entered the realm where weapons aren't just forged, they're remembered. Legacy weapons carry the weight of history, their power intertwined with the legends of those who wielded them. These aren't just tools, they're symbols of generations soaked in glory, loyalty, and blood. Unlike signature or mechanical weapons, legacy weapons existed long before their current users and will outlive them too. You don't own a legacy weapon, you earn the right to wield it. That's what makes them so different. The weapon doesn't adapt to you, you adapt to it. Take the 7 ninja swords of the mist, for example. Each has a story carved into history. Same Hata devours chakra and can reject its wielder entirely. Kubikura Bocho regenerates by absorbing iron from blood. Hiramekare can morph chakra into any shape imaginable. These abilities can't be replicated, they're relics of lost craftsmanship. When Zabuza Momochi carried the Executioner's Blade, his reputation alone turned him into a walking nightmare. Legacy weapons don't just grant power, they command fear. Madara's Gunbai reflected attacks and embodied Uchiha dominance. Kisame Samahata forced entire armies to change tactics before the fight even began. But this prestige comes with a curse: visibility. Wielding a legacy weapon paints a permanent target on your back. Every ambitious ninja wants to take your place not just for the power, but for the legend. Level 6, Susanoo's Weapons. Now we're entering the divine tier weapons that aren't made of steel or sealed in scrolls, but born directly from chakra and willpower. Susanoo's weapons exist beyond physical limits. They can't be forged, stolen, or inherited. They exist because the user wills them into being and vanish the moment that will fades. These weapons redefine power. Sasuke's Susanoo sword can cleave through mountains, while Indra's arrow pierces perfect defenses and shatters entire landscapes. Madara's Susanoo could erase entire battlefields with one swing, not kill soldiers, but erase terrain. At this level, we're not talking about skill anymore. We're talking about gods of war rewriting the battlefield itself. What makes Susanoo's weapons superior to legacy arms is their adaptability. Legacy weapons have fixed abilities bound by ancient craftsmanship. Susanoo's weapons, however, evolve with the user's imagination and chakra. Sasuke creates chakra bows. Madara manifests multiple blades at once. Their potential is limitless. But the price? Almost no one can pay it. To wield Susanoo, you need the Mangekyo Sharingan, monumental chakra reserves, and the emotional trauma to awaken it. Only a handful in history, Madara, Sasuke, Itachi, ever achieved it. Each Susanoo weapon is both offense and fortress, capable of launching annihilating attacks while protecting its user inside an unbreakable armor of chakra. No poison, seal, or jutsu can bypass it. Unless you have a god tier chakra yourself, you're not breaking through. At this level, even legends look small. Level 7. Divine Instruments. We've finally reached the top, the realm of weapons that defy logic, time, and mortality itself. Divine Instruments aren't crafted by human hands or bound by shinobi law. They're god-forged relics that predate the entire ninja world, created to shape destiny itself. These weapons appear only in myths about the Sage of Six Paths, and when they resurface, entire nations tremble. Unlike any tool before them, divine instruments generate power on their own. You don't channel chakra into them, they feed on yours. The Bashosen can unleash all 5 elemental releases, but drains its user dry in seconds. The Benihisago and Kohaku no Johei seal souls through spoken words, while the Kokenjo and Shichiseiken literally cut and bind a person's spirit. And then there's the Sword of Nunaboko, the blade said to have created the world itself. When Obito used it as the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, he wielded the power to erase life from existence, but this divinity demands sacrifice. The Shinigami mask lets you summon the god of death to seal any foe at the price of your own soul. Minato and Hiruzen proved it. Victory guaranteed, but death absolute. These weapons don't just end battles, they end eras. They're terrifying not just because of what they do, but because they remind everyone that true power always demands a cost. In the shinobi world, divine instruments are both miracles and curses, proof that some forces were never meant to be wielded by mortals.